What's going on, guys? SheonCase352 here, and I'm with my friend DXL Gamers and my new friend Timmy, and we are going to be doing a podcast on Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy 7, the remake, and Final Fantasy 15.
Back it out. Welcome back to XXL Gamers, guys. And Jay here, as always. And today with me is Timmy imitating Vic because he's a dick. And Sheon, whatever fucking numbers come after that. You'll find that on the link below.
389.
And today we're going to be talking about Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Final Fantasy 15. Two of Square Enix's biggest projects. One's about to be done and one's about to be split apart.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be talking all about that nifty shit. But we're gonna let Sheon start us off because this was her idea. Yeah. So go forth.
Yes, XX Gamer Girl XX3859.
Shush up. No. Don't listen to him.
Listen to all of what Indy has to say.
Anyway, yes, it was my idea. And I don't really know how to start it. I played both of the Final Fantasy 15 demos, and
I didn't.
Of course you didn't.
What is that supposed to mean? Of course.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Fucking slacker.
Of course you did.
But I mean, I liked it. The first one that I played, I had a little trouble with, which, no surprise because I suck at things.
Yes, she does.
Shut up. The Platinum demo I played, and it was fun. I actually finished that demo. The first one I did not finish, unfortunately.
Well,
I got confused.
The Platinum demo is way more like Kingdom Hearts than anything else.
A lot of people say that it is like Kingdom Hearts, and it seems like it plays like Kingdom Hearts 1 does.
And Jay has both demos on his channel.
I do have both demos on my channel, and I find that the second demo, the one that just came out, it controls a lot better. It feels a lot smoother than the original demo was. The original demo cost me like $60 because I bought Type 0 just for the fucking demo.
And then you fell in love with Type 0.
Yeah, we'll go with that. But
I do want to say I have heard that if this Final Fantasy doesn't go well, this might be their last one.
No, it won't be.
What?
Believe me, it will not be.
Please.
I don't know. I mean, Anime Hair, the company, they're
gonna continue that shit as long as they can. This
is a make or break Final Fantasy for them, though.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand what they did.
It used to be Versus, right?
Yeah, no. This started 10 years ago. 2006. Yeah. This was announced.
Yeah.
And it started as Final Fantasy Versus 13.
Right.
I want to say about 4, maybe.
I think I saw the trailer for it once, and then I never saw it again.
Yeah, maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. It could be less or more. I don't know. They went ahead and changed it to Final Fantasy 15. They revamped a lot of what was going on. They changed the story around somewhat, but they kept the core aspect of the game. They just wanted to bring it to the newer systems and retweak a lot of shit, and it's been forever. But like I was saying before, this isn't going to be their last Final Fantasy because they hit that emergency button.
Well,
they hit that emergency button hard.
If they If Final Fantasy 15 doesn't do good, they fall back on Final Fantasy 7. If Final Fantasy 7 doesn't do good, they may as well just throw Kingdom Hearts 3 down the drain.
No,
We're out of here.
homie, let me explain something to you. All right, it doesn't matter if not Kingdom Hearts. Fuck Kingdom Hearts right now. It doesn't matter if 15 does good or bad. That emergency button, which is Final Fantasy 7, has been hit, and you damn well know the amount of bitching that's going on is not going to stop anybody from buying that. You have 2 to 3 different video game generations are going to run towards that fucking game.
Right.
It's a game that I've been waiting for almost 20 fucking years. All right? Since the day it came out. Since the PS2, I started wishing for a remake. Since the PS3, where they showed us the fucking stupid-ass tech demo, I wanted a remake.
PC release?
Oh my god, the PC release of Final Fantasy.
I love Vix.
Oh my god. I'm going to have to clip that into this. But, yeah, no. That emergency, Square Enix hit the fucking emergency button with that. It has so much hype. And it is going to be in multiple parts.
Indeed.
Yes,
okay.
We do also have the knowledge that Squaresoft made Final Fantasy VII. Now we have Anime Hair, the company, making. You've
been stuck on that shit for like a week now, dude.
Oh yeah.
But no, we do understand that now it's Square Enix. Yeah. All right, which has a couple people fucking worried about it, but with the way they're doing it,
a lot of people.
Yeah, with the way they're doing it, I think they're doing it right. Okay, we're going to be getting a lot more Final Fantasy VII. We're going to be getting a lot of plot holes filled.
Right.
And it's going to be that much bigger.
Because isn't the first disc like you play with Zack from Crisis Core?
You have not played Final Fantasy, have you?
I have 2.
No, the first to the third disc was all Cloud. Except for that one point where you had to control Sid because Cloud was in a coma. Well, not a coma. He was fucking he had a life stream poisoning. But
okay,
no.
Well then whatever it was that someone told me was a lie then.
PSP is Zack.
Yeah, the PSP version, well, not version, but the PSP game Crisis Core is Zack.
Yeah,
Zack, there's going to be portions of Zack's story in this new one, of course, because there was in the original.
Right.
But you, at no point did you ever control Zack. That might change in the remake, but they're not starting with Crisis Core, then working through 7, then going to awful Dirge of Service. No, they're not doing that.
Someone told me, I was like, what?
Let's just hope this doesn't end up being Final Fantasy VII Hallway Simulator.
There's no way that it can be because of how expansive that world is. And with the way that they're doing 15, which seems like they're doing 7 the same way, there's big, expansive, open world.
AHC can always fuck it up.
Who?
AHC, Anime Hair, the company.
Anime Hair, the company, yeah. No, they could always fuck it up, but if you look at what they're doing with Final Fantasy 15, they are trying to apologize hardcore for what they did to us with Final Fantasy 13.
13, 2, lightning returns. Like they're trying to make
well, see, that is how they're doing Final Fantasy 7, the 3-part series. Now,
except they're actually doing it of something that could be good and not what from the beginning they heard was bad, and they released more of the bad.
Yeah, they released more fucking 13, the shithole than
because they didn't listen. Anime Hair, the company, they have too much hair in their ears.
Well, Andy, since you're kind of the outcast here, you've seen your brother play Final Fantasy VII when you were younger, and you've seen snippets of what they're doing with Final Fantasy 15. How do you think it's going to go with these 2 games?
I have no idea. All I know is that whatever happens, they'll either come out alive or they will die. They will die faster than Konami.
No, they won't. No one's going to die faster than Konami. Konami literally committed Harry Carey.
They will die faster than probably Ubisoft. Then again, Ubisoft's not dead because Far Cry.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Um,
They need to do good, or else they are not.
Yeah.
They are not going to be alive.
Mhm.
They will die, and they will might as well just throw Kingdom Hearts 3 down the drain if this doesn't do good.
2 rules to follow, Square Enix. 1, get too good.
Get good, mate.
Get good.
But
Scrubs.
I honestly see Final Fantasy 7 doing better than 15 because I think at this point they're putting more work into 7 than 15. But
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
a lot of more
15
people are going to gravitate to 7 because that's what they've been waiting for.
Well, 15 has been done. 15 can be played all the way through from beginning to end right now.
okay,
And so, of course, they're doing
just
more work.
they're just letting people wait.
Yeah.
No, they're not making people wait. They are tweaking little things like frames per second, graphics. They're doing bug testing, everything now.
Yeah, because if some people don't have their delicious 60 frames per second 4K quality,
Oh, yes.
they hate
it's not gonna be 60 frames per second. They already said it's gonna be locked at 30.
Mm-hmm.
It's an RPG. It does not need 60 frames per second. It
Yeah.
needs to be cinematic.
That's already some potential
I
fans.
think it looks fine the way it is. I mean,
Oh yeah, so do I.
I love the graphics in that demo. I
Never
like how it
mind it.
plays.
The game itself is going to be huge. I
Yeah.
mean, what do you need? What more do you need?
Right.
You're gonna have beautiful fucking 1080p graphics.
Yeah.
And
what I want. They have cars in this now. They have legit just regular
Yeah,
cars.
they do. I like that.
I want to be able to drive down the road and see a Mexican guy bouncing on the road. Once I see that, this will be the best Final Fantasy ever.
why do we need a Mexican bouncing on the road? Like,
Yeah,
what
what's
is that? What
that?
are you into?
In those weird cars where they bounce.
The
Oh, you
lowrider?
mean a fucking lowrider?
Did you fucking just think I meant a Mexican just bouncing on his butt?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you said. I want to see a Mexican bouncing on the middle of the road. Like
A Mexican in a lowrider and just drive by it.
God.
That'll be the best Final Fantasy ever.
Well, in this one, your car is your airship. By the way, at some point you actually get the ability to have it fly. Which,
Okay, I was just about to say I'm glad they broke from the airship norm, but okay, never mind.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
because I liked the idea of being able to Far Cry it.
Well, no, you're going to be able to travel whichever way you want, but there's going to be some places where you actually need the ability to fly. I mean, you can't exactly build a ramp and try to jump yourself there. You know.
I love how they've added fast food restaurants in it too.
Yeah, they've added cooking and everything into it as well. That's going to be one key thing.
I demand Chocobo burgers.
They might be in there, homie. They might be in there.
Tonight we will cook and eat chocobo.
sorry, PETA.
With Final Fantasy VII, like I said, it's gonna be put into multiple parts. Everybody's banking on 3 because of the original disc format, how it was 3 parts, 3 discs. True. And they're thinking a lot of shit that's going to go wrong with the game, or that people are still saying that it's episodic, which it's not. Each part is going to be a 40+ hour RPG.
Yeah,
we're getting it. It's set up just like Final Fantasy 13 was, how each was their own game, but in the grand scheme of things, it told one story.
Yeah.
And some people are worried that the transition between games will make it so like, oh, you just have a certain set of items that they've set you up with. No, it's going to have the thing where everything you have crosses over.
Yeah, no, they can't do it. They can't do it like that. They have to be able to transfer your level over and all the items that you collected.
Yeah, because if you're just set on some default setting, then it's just...
Yeah, because in this, you're obviously the same set of characters. Right. I mean,
yeah,
you're not.
It's not like
you're
you're
not
changing characters each disc.
Exactly. It's not like 13 where you were Lightning in this group in the first one, then you were Lightning's sister and some time travel dude.
No, in this one it's just Perpetuous and Brown Eye all the way through. Whoever gets that reference gets a cookie.
I don't, but
Oni and G, he's playing through it.
Oh. But,
Perpetuous and Brown Eye. He actually named Cloud Perpetuous.
Lovely.
That's horrible. But Yeah, you're gonna be getting you're gonna be able to keep your levels and everything. I'm almost 100% sure on that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be where you have to start all over with all that shit.
No,
I would
if
hope
they,
not. I
if they
mean,
did
that
it like
would
that,
be
if they did it like that, the
crazy.
game is kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But everything, the way it looks, it looks a lot more cinematic. It's so damn well polished right now.
It
That
did. And that wasn't even the finished product.
no, yeah, it wasn't. The game looks phenomenal,
It
and
looks better than 15, if that's even possible.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which
Well, this is
kind of-
working on the Final Fantasy VII is being made in the Unreal Engine.
That's true. It's the Unreal Engine, if done right, can look absolutely beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
No shots.
Yeah, you're gonna have to take a shot for that one. Indy said beautiful. That is the rules of this channel. When Indy comes on and says beautiful, you take a shot.
I don't
Also,
have any.
I just want to break from the Final Fantasy real quick and go to Doom.
Uh-huh.
I love how it's less cinematic than most first-person shooter games. It's just, here's a gun, do shit. I love that. Okay.
Yeah. I could see how you would like that, but I don't.
It just if it's a breath, kind of a breath of fresh air. They're actually bringing it to the old school Doom.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's definitely old school shit with that. But back to 7,
Mm.
with the way they're presenting it, what do you guys think?
I think sorry, I'll let you go first.
No, go ahead.
I think if it's done right, it could be probably game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
If
I
it's done
agree with
right,
you.
it will be game of the year. It'll win probably the most awards any game's ever gotten since the original 7.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I just feel like if they do it right, it will be everyone's dream game.
Yeah.
It kind of is everyone's dream game because I mean
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, it's the
as soon as they finished it on the PS1 and PS2 and now it's on Steam. Everybody wants it, obviously.
I mean, like, it's got the right amount of drama. It's got the right amount of story, right amount of world, right amount of activities, right amount of shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's everyone,
including random shit to do.
Yeah, a lot of people will disagree with you saying that Final Fantasy VII story was shit and this and that and everything else, which I don't agree with. I love their story. I've loved Final Fantasy VII since the beginning.
Yes, 7's story was probably one of the most unique in Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
that's why it's so classic and known. Like everyone knows Cloud and Sephiroth. If they don't know their names, they at least know Cloud's hair.
Yeah,
the spiky hair guy. Yeah, and the guy with the sword of 10 miles long.
The sword. I know the sword.
I've had my mixed feelings about the game when they announced that it was going to be episodic.
Oh yeah, that rant.
I was pissed.
Did you see Mudahar's rant?
Yeah, I did, and he
lost it more than you did.
Like I was completely pissed when I heard it was going to be episodic because right off the bat I went to Telltale Games. Telltale Games has only really been the only episodic.
Well, and
creator.
That's just it. Square Enix had just got done doing
Life is Strange.
Yeah, Life is Strange, which that was episodic, and they saw the absolute love for that game.
Like, oh,
I guess
let's do the same thing.
Yeah,
which,
but
I mean, you can't really do that though. I mean, I see why they would want to because everybody seemed to love Life is Strange.
Yeah, it would be like 40 different parts if they did it like that.
I know.
What's funny is that everyone kind of jumped to that when they mentioned multiple parts.
Everyone went, "Whoa, what? Wait a minute!"
Just like how everyone jumped to conclusions about YouTube Red.
Yeah, but now since they released a lot of information that it's going to be a multi-part series and each part is going to be a full-fledged RPG.
Yeah.
Not an episodic.
I mean, I'm fine with it. I don't mind that at all. I mean, I enjoyed the episodes of Life is Strange. I enjoyed like, oh, what's gonna happen next? I mean, obviously Final Fantasy, we know what's gonna happen next, but still, that's
the thing. We don't know what's gonna happen next now,
because they're remaking it.
Yeah.
Well, we know the core storyline. We know how the story starts and finishes. But now the shit that they're going to be doing, they're going to be actually What the
Adding
hell?
more of the
Yeah,
story.
they're going to be adding more, and they're going to be focusing on actually Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse, which is 3 Avalanche members that you've seen at the beginning of the game, and they died off real quickly.
Yeah.
Like, you've had multiple people die before Aerith did, and we cared more about Aerith than everybody else.
Exactly.
We're actually going to delve into their story a lot more into this one from what
Yeah.
they've been saying.
So in other words, we're gonna care about everyone instead of just the 3 characters.
Exactly. It's gonna be a lot more fleshed out and a lot
Which
more
is good, and I'm
story-driven.
glad that they're doing that because I would like to know more about those 3.
And I will say, I did hear that it's going to be an all voiced.
Oh yeah, it's completely
dialogue?
all voiced. Yeah,
Which I'm very excited for.
Yeah, I will say that will help people connect more with characters as well. Like, I love text-based games like Final Fantasy 8 and 7, but voice will make them seem more human, more real.
Oh, of course. And
I loved Kadaj's voice in Advent Children. Like, that was just cool.
they actually went ahead and confirmed that the Advent Children cast is going to be coming back, but those who weren't in Advent Children still needed to be recasted. But as far as everything goes, I love that voice cast. But with all that, I mean, I could see it going very well, even though people were still terrified that it's happening.
I mean, they have kind of a right to be terrified because it's a different company making it. It's a different company.
No, but see, that's the thing, though. It is a different company, but the same crew that worked on the original 7 is working on this one. They did not want to give
yeah, no, I get you.
See, I did not know that. I thought they were just, they're having some other people just put their mud-infested fingers on
the original Final Fantasy 7 creators. Obviously, there's some new people on there, but the originals are back doing this game.
Okay, because I thought, like, when Square Enix came up, everyone of Squaresoft just left.
No, it wasn't that.
Also, I just want to say, Squaresoft for life.
Of course. But if they can pull off 7, I will fucking gladly hold that Square Enix flag up again.
Oh, yes.
I will, even if 15 and 7 end up being both best games of the year, Squaresoft always have a place in my heart. Because Mario RPG.
Oh, yeah. Squaresoft made the best Mario anything going in my eyes. And I've never finished the game.
I wouldn't say best Mario anything, but
I will.
Best Super Nintendo game in my opinion.
But then again, I am a hardcore multiplayer RPG fan, so
yeah, I'm a Nintendo fanboy kind of a fanboy through and through. Like, I'll play any console, but
you are definitely a Nintendo fanboy, and you know what? I agree with you, and I am too at heart. I love Nintendo, but I mean, we're not talking about this shit.
No.
So, like, graphically, the game looks great.
Yes.
What do you guys think about the graphics on 15 and how they changed over the years and everything?
I liked it. I'm excited that they're doing it on. What are they doing? 50? Are they doing 15 on the Unreal Engine as well?
No, it's actually an in-house engine that they're building. I think it's called the Luminous engine from Square Enix.
Well, see, that's still just as good. I mean, it looks really nice in the demo, and
it needs to be. It's Square Enix. If Square Enix has subpar graphics, then
yes, they need to pump hardcore graphics into it because otherwise, it's just not a Square Enix game.
Exactly. Square Enix has always pushed whatever console to its graphical limits. And that is the truth. I mean, both of you have to agree with me on that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think 7 probably had everything the PS1 could ever handle.
Yeah.
Well, actually, 7 was their first dive into 3D, so it was understandable. But if you look at Final Fantasy 8 and then Final Fantasy 9, the jump from 7 to those two games was
because 8 outside of battle, people look like humans.
Yeah, it was the same with 9 as well. I mean, you looked like a living, breathing character. You guys.
You don't look like a Roblox.
Yeah.
Exactly. But for given that 7 was the first venture into that type of game making,
It was
I
impressive.
think they did very well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
now,
especially for that kind of game to be their first delve into 3D, for it to be what they think is the best game ever for people, that's impressive.
oh yeah, definitely. But graphically, both games look great, and
do.
we have a release date for 15. I have that bitch already paid for. I don't know about you, motherfuckers.
No,
I don't
I
know.
didn't pre-order it.
I don't have the money right now. I need a new PC.
This is true, and we're working on that, sir.
But
And I need to upgrade my hard drive.
I
Yeah,
do.
you do.
I do think I have seen the monsters in Final Fantasy 15, and the giant ass monsters you'll be fighting in those kinds of graphics will be epic.
Oh, the everything from the blades of grass to fucking your hardcore enemies look phenomenal in the Luminous engine. But I do think that 7's going to top it graphically because of the Unreal Engine.
I
Right.
feel like Square Enix even thinks that they have to make 7 look better than 15.
Mm-hmm.
I think Square Enix thinks that they have to make 7 everything that appeals to hardcore, old school gamers and this new school shit.
Right.
I don't mind the new battle system. There's mixed feelings on the battle systems across the internet.
Oh, I know.
Okay,
See,
and I don't.
that's what's
Like, you could get into a debate war on those battle systems.
Oh, I have been. Many old school fans want the turn-based battle system to come back. Many new school fans are okay with what we're getting. I noticed, and a lot of other people noticed as well, that both are mixed. We are getting a turn-based battle system that is live action like it is now. There's a lot of, if you look at it, there's commands, there's attack, magic, summon, item. It's just like Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
That's what we're getting.
And that's what some people like too. Because I know some people are probably like, ugh. But I know some people are bound to love that.
Well, when you were saying that they're trying to appeal to old school and new school fans, like, that's what a lot of people are worried about. They're trying to please everyone.
Oh,
that's the thing, and they have the system to do it. The Kingdom Hearts battle system isn't so old that it doesn't feel fresh anymore.
Right.
It's kind of like the perfect blend of both turn-based and action-based.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna use Alone in the Dark for an example. Alone in the Dark was a survival horror game that tried to please everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And since it did that, it had way too much stuff in it, and it was too confusing, and it wasn't a good game.
You see, I don't think that's going to be the case for this because of, like I said, the battle system is the perfect mix of both, and there's no longer any transitions into battle and into the running field. Everything is there. The enemies are on screen. The enemies, you'll see the enemies. You want to run up and fucking bash this thing in the face? Go for it. You want to try to sneak around it?
That's good, because those transitions, though, man.
The perfect kind of battle system for me is you're on a bridge and then there's the land down there. The battle system, you can jump at down there and still be fighting in a turn-based thing. That's my perfect battle system.
Well, that would make sense, but we're gonna see a lot of new stuff, but we're also gonna see a lot of stuff that has been done before in the original 7.
Right.
I do also want to say Square Enix are really trying to please everyone because Kingdom Hearts 3, Tangled and Frozen Worlds.
Yes,
but Star Wars and Marvel.
They're pretty much in. They're pretty much in.
Yeah.
Because of that, I'm done. I'm done talking about it. Anime Hair Company have failed with Kingdom Hearts.
You know what? Hush your fucking whore mouth, Indy.
Yes. Quiet.
I will not.
You will not slander one of my favorite games.
Oh no, what we're trying to say here is that Final Fantasy 7 and 15 we'll be having our hands on them soon. I can almost guarantee you that the first part of Final Fantasy 7 will be out next year, due to the fact that it is the 20th anniversary of Final Fantasy 7.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
which
know
you
they'll
won't-
jump all over that.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
I
and
have a feeling. I kind of have a feeling that they will all be released in that year.
You think so?
I don't. With the way with the way the first game looks, I don't see them having the manpower in doing all three that year. I say it's going to be a 5-year span before we get all three parts.
It would be cool to think about though, because we get all three games on that year, the 20th anniversary.
That would be really cool, but I don't think it's going to happen. There's so much work that they're talking about doing with this game that it just seems impossible to get it all done like that.
Right. We'll likely have Final Fantasy 15 before we have all of that.
We're getting 15 at the end of this year, Switty.
Exactly.
Yeah. How that doesn't make sense. How are we we're more likely to have a game that's coming out this year than have a game that's coming out next year.
I had a brain fart. All right.
She bumblefucked that one.
But we are more likely to have a game coming out this year than next year.
You know what, Timmy? you know, I don't know.
Sorry, I like to hang on to things like that.
It's all right. She chicken pecks at her keyboard anyway. But
what the fuck?
But anyway. But yeah, we're definitely getting 15 at the end of the year. It's coming out on September 30th. Hopefully, Indy, you and I will be hanging out.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, the game's gonna be fucking great. I feel it in my nuggets that 15 is gonna be a good game. I don't see it failing. I see it doing very good. Just because
my hair go nuts.
Just because of everything that we've heard so far and everything that we've seen, the game looks gorgeous. So I have high hopes for Square Enix on this one. But like Indy said earlier, if this one fails, I always have Final Fantasy 7 to fall back on.
And if Final Fantasy 7 fails, Anime Hair the Company is down.
If Final Fantasy 7 fails, I'm going to firebomb Square Enix. It's just that.
Nice. That's a great thing to say during a stream. That's great. That's awesome.
So Square Enix, fear me.
Honestly, I mean, I do think that, in all honesty, these games will do amazingly.
Oh,
and
no doubt.
7 will be the first part of 7 will get Game of the Year. Yeah. Honestly,
but all three parts could get the Game of the Year.
I have no doubt that'll happen. But there's always that 5% chance that these games will bomb.
You know what? I'm gonna go out of my way. I haven't done this for a very long time. Okay, I have not said this since Final Fantasy X. I have faith in Square. Okay, I've been following.
Oof, if he says it, then it must be true.
Yeah, I've been following 15 since it was Versus 13 for the past 10 years. Okay, I have a little bit of faith, and with everything that they've been saying about 7, I like the new battle system. I like the graphics. I like the fucking that it's going to be all real vocal dialogue. And I like that they're going to be adding a lot more in, and I like that we're going to be finding out about characters that we didn't in the first run.
Right.
Yeah. See, I know you and me are very different in the area of Square Enix. You're a true fan of Square Enix. I'm the guy that stopped playing Final Fantasy after 10. I didn't even play 10 too. I just stopped after 10.
I've played 10. I own 10. I own 10 on the PS2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, I own 10 on PS2, PS3, soon Steam.
Like I said, like I've always said, I've told you this too. Final Fantasy X was the last good Square game. Why? Because it was made by Square Soft.
Right.
Everything that's come out of Go ahead.
Nier was a good Square Enix game.
That I'm basing it off on Final Fantasy, but everything that's come after Final Fantasy 11 online, Final Fantasy 12 gave us a fucking fake ass MMO style battle system, which was bullshit.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 13, dirt down a hallway. Final Fantasy 14, again online. Then you have 10 too. You had the Charlie's Angels of Final Fantasy. you had 13-2, more dirt. 13-3, more dirt.
Ugh.
Fucking.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say the online ones are dirt because I stayed away from them.
Yeah.
Okay, I have not played.
I tried the first online one.
I haven't played any of them because I'm not an MMO guy.
Yeah, that's why I'm not.
I was immediately just kind of disheartened that it was turned into that MMO style, but I tried it, and it was.
I know. 12. I liked the characters' personalities, but every character was the same.
Yeah.
Equipment wise, I didn't like the battle system. I thought the game was beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Again, the same with 13. Well, I didn't like none of the characters in 13 for one. I didn't like the story. I think the game looks beautiful.
Oh yeah, but they've always broken the barrier with graphics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But that's all they've done.
Right.
As so far, and
one of the recent ones that came out, like the story, the very beginning, I almost fell asleep because it just dragged and dragged. He was dying for the longest time. I'm like, when are you just going to die? Just
you have like a 5-hour tutorial.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. Fucking, there are 2 very good games that came out during Square Enix's reign. And you need the 3DS to get them. And that's Bravely Default and Bravely Default 2.
Not played them.
Why? Because Bravely Default, that series, is more Final Fantasy than Final Fantasy is today.
Huh.
It is. If you haven't seen it, please look up trailers, look up gameplay.
Oh yeah, I've seen Projo's review on it, and he said that Bravely Default is Square Enix's roots.
Yeah, it's definitely Squaresoft. That is a Squaresoft game through and through. Not Square Enix, Squaresoft. There's White Mage, Black Mage, Red Mage, Summoner, everything. Everything is in that game. That is Final Fantasy. It just doesn't have Final. I think they should go ahead and subtitle that shit. I think not subtitle. Whatever. It should be Bravely Default Final Fantasy.
Yeah, the way I see it, Final Fantasy X came out. Everyone loved it. Square Enix was announced. Everyone was worried. Final Fantasy X-2 came out. Yuna was raped. Everyone has lost faith.
That is horrible. But anyway,
nothing is explained. What happened to Yuna? Why is she suddenly a pop star with guns?
With guns.
It's just the way it's going, and they're talking about making a Final Fantasy X-3. So
oh no.
So
they're gonna do this after what could possibly be their comeback. They're gonna release 10-3.
Well, see, because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make 2 really great and awesome and epic games, and then they're gonna go back to the kind of shit that they usually do. Just because.
I'm gonna tell you this. After the Final Fantasy VII remake is complete, I don't give a fuck if Square Enix goes under.
You just want your Final Fantasy VII.
As long as I could get that game in my possession, I'm good.
Yeah.
But again, this podcast thingy, we've pretty much rambled throughout the whole fucking thing.
We did.
You pretty much got my point of view and some of theirs. But again, I mean, what are your, Shion, answer real quick. What are your hopes for these 2 games?
I am hoping that we do not have to wait forever and ever and ever just to see all of Final Fantasy VII. And I'm hoping that Final Fantasy 15 does as well as everyone is making it to be.
Indy, same question.
Considering I'm not a Final Fantasy fan anymore, my hopes are thoughts, and my thoughts are it's make or break. I'm a square soft Final Fantasy guy.
I'm gonna have to agree with Indy here, but
like, what does everyone else think? What does everyone think Anime Hair the company will do, bad or good? Leave a comments.
Exactly.
There you go.
But I agree with Indy. I do hope that they work their shit out with these two games. I have a lot of hope for 15. Like I said, I've been following it for 10 years. It finally comes out on September 30th.
Right.
And Final Fantasy 7, I have hopes that at least after the first part is released next year, I guarantee you it's going to be next year for the 20th anniversary, that we will have the full set within 3 to 5 years afterwards.
Yeah.
And I hope it does very well. I hope it cleans up a lot of the questions that everybody has with the storyline and adds all the retcon shit to it and everything. It makes it clean, fresh, fun. And after that, Square Enix could burn. I don't care. But this has been Jay from Double XL Gamers saying,
hang on, don't end it yet.
And this
For
has
those
been
son of a
Shion Cage352 and
shut up, Shion.
For those voicing your opinion, use hashtag Anime Hair Company, Anime Hair the Company, so that we'll know you made it.
Is that all you wanted to say? Is that why you went to? Anyway, this has been Jay.
That way we'll know if they made it this far in the video.
Shut up.
Hashtag
Let me
Anime
do this for the third fucking time. This has been Jay from Double XL Gamers. Along with me was Shion K fucking whatever and Indy the fucking bastard Timmy saying thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so now. Go check out their channels. Their links will be in the description, maybe, depending on how I feel after this. And yeah, again, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one without these two assholes.
Hashtag Anime Hair.
don't listen to him. Anyway, stay tuned for more, and we'll see you all. Oh my god, I got fucking tongue-tied. We'll see you next time. My god.
Anime Hair.